Okay, hello everyone, good evening to you. Those of you on Zoom, hello. And those of you on Facebook, as well as on YouTube, hello to everyone once again. It is the Ebitcoinics Academy with our weekly webinar. And as we've been doing, last week we had a look at an interesting topic, and we talked about some of the very ways to work and then earn genuinely online, of which we promised that this week we are going to look at the part 2 of this. And today's date is actually 7th December, which is 2018. Today we are going to do the part 2 of this interesting subject we started discussing last week, which has everything to do with how to work and then earn genuine income on top of the internet. We look at the various ways we included taking up a job and then doing online surveys for those that are students and non-students, and then as well as you could for maybe paid for something, like Bing, you do certain stuff on Google, Yahoo, Bing, and then you get paid for doing that. And then we also had a look at the e-market, which has to do with the forex market trading, and then the cryptocurrency market trading. You can trade in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, or you can trade in the US dollar against the euro in forex and all of that, or the gold market. You decide how you want to do it. And then we had a look at starting your own website. For example, you have a business that you want to take your business to another level, and some of the ways, things to do to attract businesses and even generate more revenues. We talked about that. And then I think that we also had a look at multi-level marketing, which online related businesses or affiliate marketing. So today we are going to continue from where we stopped. This is the part 2, as I said, and the first point we are going to discuss today with regarding how to work and then earn genuine income online or on top of the internet is we have something we call reviews. Like you can do apps or website reviews for individuals, and they pay you. There are lots of those developers that are freelancing out there, and when they write a project or when they try to release a product, they need people to verify that this is a very good thing, and maybe they don't want to debug and fix all their bugs, and they cannot do it alone, so they need users to test the platform that they want to run. So you can do this and get paid, and you can do it not just on website but mobile applications, both on the Windows, Android, and then the iOS platforms. You can do this equally, and then you get paid. And then we also have GPT, which has to get paid too, where you could just like you do run survey, you are rewarded for completing numerous taxes online. For example, they say you visit a website, and with the website, what happens is that you can watch particular ads, and then that ads you're watching generates for you revenues in the form of packs, and at the end of the day you make genuine income. We've been doing that. In fact, for the past 4 years, I think that was one of the very first type of online businesses I tried after giving multi-level marketing a try and all this. So it's been a long journey, guys. We've been through all this, and you have to be very careful which opportunity you embrace. There are some opportunities you don't need to pay anything to join, and there are some survey websites that you need to pay for them to give you these ad packs for you to do. So you have to know what you want and how you want to move what you want. It is equally important. And then we have those of you that have your own bicycles, you have your own motorcycles, and then you have your own cars. You just have it at home. It's kind of a form of a liability to you because you don't have any use for that. Don't worry, there is a business you could use some of these items for. We call it delivery. There are a lot of delivery platforms online, like Amazon, eBay, the Nextbay.net platforms, that they would allow you to deliver items on their behalf, and they pay you for that. For example, you live around Teshi in Accra, and maybe there are companies, let's say Amazon, they are doing delivery around Teshi, and they have you as their delivery agent. What they do is they just get in touch with you, and they let you do that, and after they are confirmed that the user or the customer has actually received this item, they pay you for doing that. And you just don't need to make your assets, liabilities, because a car can be an asset or a liability depending on how you use it. A bicycle and as well as a motorcycle. So you could because just on top of the internet, you can have a business, a genuine business you use some of these utilities for, and then at the end of the day, don't forget it puts money, save money, I mean honest money in your pocket. And then we also have those of you that are good with writing, thinking, you think a lot. Thinking a lot means you the end point is to write, and then when you write, if you wanted to put money in your pocket, you publish it. Now there are lots of platforms online that a lot of people have ideas, but they don't know how to put it into writing. In fact, they will discuss with you the idea, you help them put it into writing, and they pay you for that. There's a platform you call testnet or whatever. Yes, testnet, or we have the Amazon kind. Amazon kind is spelled like this. This, if you can have a look, like it's something like this. Amazon kind with an E. Now these are platforms you can write. There are a lot of people that need you to give them brilliant, things into writing. You have a very you can construct a drama so well with somebody's idea in his mind, and you put these things into perspective, working perspective, and that can generate anything you can do, or you have to capitalize on that, and you can do it. And not just that, in fact, putting people's thoughts into writings, you yourself can be a writer. There are other like on top of the Amazon kind. What you can do is, for example, you want to publish a book, or you want to publish an idea in the form of a book, but you can afford to actually release a book itself. So what you can do is to release it chapter by chapter, right? So now you have maybe chapter 1 of your idea or your books or your writings into that, then you sell it. Now when you upload it on the platform, you decide how much you want to sell it. If it's for $1 for any view or for every read, and then you have like hundreds of thousands of people reading for, and everybody paying you $1 each, obviously it means you are making a good sum of money for yourself. And then another thing also is about affiliate marketing. Last week we did talk about affiliate marketing, and I still want to talk about affiliate marketing like now. As I said last week, we have different versions of affiliate marketing. In fact, you can do affiliate marketing with Apple, you can do it with Samsung, you can do it with NASCO, you can do it with Nixbay, you can do it with a whole lot of platforms. So it depends on what sort of service you want to sell, or you want to assist people to sell out there. Now, with regarding affiliate marketing, it has been designed with maybe a commission plan or a compensation plan, as you mostly call it. So you have to decide what you want. And then in the world of the internet, there are lots of online related businesses. In fact, there are business opportunities in Northern America and most of the European countries that are not working in Africa, and we have lots of businesses in Africa that don't work. The concept don't work in Northern America. You need to understand this. And with regarding the structure, we have businesses like Forever Living Product, okay, and QNet, and then there's this Amway that they just have their own design service, their own design products. They say, okay, come use our products, sell our products. At the end of the day, we have a business around our product. You sell it and it gives you money. All of these things are working systems. But if you are going to join any affiliate marketing company, you have to be ready to work, because it demands you to work. You can't just go make quick bucks and then you leave. No, you have to work. It's a business that you need to work it professionally, right? And then in the world of Bitcoin, for example, there are lots of online businesses that have designed compensations around Bitcoin, and it does not make them a part of Bitcoin. It's just a business that they think Bitcoin is a facilitator or a facilitator for the with regarding their idea. So they accept Bitcoin, or they brand their businesses around Bitcoin. And all of you know, like there are a whole lot of businesses that have crashed along for so many years that they couldn't survive the ties of this market, and it's just been so bad for them. So you have to make sure whenever anybody is trying to recommend any business to you, it is something you would want to do. And then somebody asked regarding Bitcoin mining in terms of affiliation. Now see, Bitcoin mining is a very serious business, and no company or no business can just say we are into Bitcoin mining when they are not really into that. If you really want to do this, you have to make sure you sit down, ask questions, do research, check on top of the blockchain, get to see which companies are actually verified to do what you want to do or are already doing what you want to do. For example, we have a Big Club Network, which is a very good company that have proven itself for the past years, and yes, they have a very amazing design compensation plan, but then it works for those that works it right. And then we also have opportunities that don't need you to sell any service or any product, but it's purely online, so you have to be very selective, and you just you have to be you know what you want. And you, like, for example, if you want to work with Apple, maybe this is a product Apple has just released and you feel like you can do affiliate marketing with Apple. They have their own prices for their products, right? So you, their marketer, or you, whomever is in affiliation with them, they give you discounts on top of their products. And it's always about the number of products you sell, and the number of products you sell plus the how you entertain or maintain your customers determine the success of your business. So with affiliate marketing, guys, if you are going to try, you have to make sure you are ready for what you are doing, and then you do it so well. And then we have something online we call the phone recycle business. Hey, you have an old phone that you don't have any use for. It's not just about phone. Old TV or old shoes, old t-shirts, old pens, old books, guys, these are all money that are sitting down in your various homes and apartments. Anything you don't need, know that somebody out there needs it online. So just in Ghana, you can use platforms like Tonaton, Jumia, Nixbay.net. We have the likes of OLX. You can use to sell some of these your items, right? You just go sell it. Somebody needs what you don't need, but if you want to capitalize on it, you just don't need to throw it away. In fact, it's better to give it to somebody for free than to throwing it away. But if you are here complaining, I want to do a business, everybody can start selling anything. You have a TV in your room, sell it, buy a new one, make profit on top of what you did. You have a phone you don't need, sell it. And almost all of your old items, you can recycle it. There are companies that can say, okay, bring all of your old shares for money or for new ones, or bring all of your old phones, your devices, your computers. You just need to capitalize on all of these things. It's so crazy, but that is the honest truth. That is the honest truth, because everything we have every sort of opportunity online. There are platforms like Udemy. Now at Udemy, what you can do is you can, let me show you, you can become this is udemy.com. Now on this website, you can learn almost anything you want to learn as cheap as this $10.99 US to learn maybe how to programming, marketing, sales, networking, medicine. What your dreams, you know what you want. Now these are courses that are so cheap online, and then they are certified as well. They give you certification which you can use to apply for a job or the skill itself. Imagine you know how to do programming or do graphic designing. You could be doing freelancing. You just need to let people know what you can do, and they pay you to do what you are so good at. That's how you do. But you don't just misuse the internet because you have access to internet and you feel like, well, the internet is just for me to make friends, it's good, or for me to just share my whatever personal stories and whatever. That's for business. Even those who invented the business, the internet, ended up becoming millionaires. They solved the problem for the world, and anything that is any sort of thing that solves problems end up putting money in some individual's pocket. When Bill Gates spotted Microsoft idea in his mind, he was not thinking about doing Microsoft because he feels like helping the world. No, he first thought about helping the world, and the second thing, the world helping him reaching where he is today. That's how come he is a billionaire. So anything that the internet is full of businesses, entrepreneurship. So anything you are using, any application you are using on top of the internet has been designed by somebody. and it did put money into that's somebody's pocket. You should understand this. So you should make use of any other thing you have, any sort of utility, any sort of skill, any sort of opportunity that ever comes your way, and then create networks. Friend people, create networks, get to know them, create connections for yourself. Tell them what you are, what you can do, and anytime they need your service, they can count on you. It's so easier for somebody to contact you and say, hey, maybe Mr. Bill, I know you are a graphic designer and I want to start my business, so I need you to do some graphic works for me. How much are you going to charge me? Maybe $5 bill. Well, it's fine. At least you made something for sitting down. Right. With entrepreneurship and the internet, it has been simplified so well. All that you need is your tools and the access to the internet facility you need. So guys, you have to pay attention to all of these things, and let's make use of any sort of opportunity that comes our way. Thank you so much for watching this. We're not going to, we don't spend so much time on this session. Next week, Friday, God willing, we would end up releasing the part 3 of this interesting topic, so that we complete the entire series for how to work and earn genuinely online. And of course, maybe next week we would look at some of the best opportunities we can recommend to all of you out there that would want to start with what we are already doing, and it will equally help all of us and see us making massive changes. So quickly, I would want to go back to the Zoom call and get to see if we have questions to attend to. So quickly, I will stop sharing my screen on Zoom, and then as you can see, a lot of people are on the call. There are some that are also watching live on YouTube and on Facebook. If you have any question, you could just drop a comment, or you just drop a message or a text over here, and then we see how best we can to attend to it regarding today's topic. If there is none, what I will do is just to end this call until we see all of ourselves next week, God willing. So if you have a question, guys, you raise your hand. I would just you have a question, you raise your hand, I would unmute you, and then you ask your question or any other contribution you have for us. In the next 30 seconds, I think if you have any question, you could just ask us very quick, and then we end this session as well. And don't forget, it's every Friday, it's 4:00 p.m. we meet here, we learn together, and we share ideas. It's not always about Bitcoin or blockchain. We talk about almost anything that can help. And you have any suggestion, any idea, drop it in the comment section. Let us know what you think and then how best we should do it. I think there is a question from Nini. He said most of the survey sites are not available for Africa. What then must we do to get into the survey platform? That's an interesting question. Actually, we have some of the survey platforms that allows you in Africa to work once you verify yourself. You just need to write to them, get in touch with their support team, let them know this is where you are and you are interested in doing what they are doing, and they will just open it up for you. And for God being so good, right now there are some of the or most of the best business opportunities have actually been restricted to Africans, from Africans. Africans can't have access to some of these wonderful businesses and platforms, and genuine platforms that put genuine income in people's pocket. Normally it's for the Americans or the North Americans and those in Canada and stuff like that in Europe. So now things are changing, especially with the introduction of blockchain technology, where it has decentralized everything. Initially they had issues with how to pay you as an African. So if they can't pay you, for example, you don't have access to PayPal or any credit card in the facility, obviously you can't work with them. But right now, because of cryptocurrencies, they can make borderless payment. It makes payment so much easier. So it has been giving Africans the opportunity to get access to. You just need to make sure you are doing the right opportunity. I think after this I will comment to you. You just need to start talking to them, let them know you are from here. And once you meet their demands, they will of course open it up for you, and it's so very easy. And then some of the strictly online businesses that usually automation platform that pays a lot and has been making millions for those out there. There are some here equally in Africa that now it is working. So it's all about just making sure you spot the right opportunity. If we have any other question, I'll be very glad to attend to it. If then I will end this session, and then all of us we see you again next week, God willing. So any question again? Let's see if there's any question coming. Let's wait for a couple of few seconds and see if there's another questions. And Nene, thank you so much for your question. Well, I hope it did help. The answer that I gave you actually did help. So we're just waiting for to see if there's another question incoming. And guys, as a reminder, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, tv.ebitcoinics.com. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Ebitcoinics, and let's get to share the contents with friends if it makes sense to you and us. And those of you that are leaders in institutions, various institutions, you want to engage your people for them to learn from us, you can equally get in touch with us, and then we help them, we brainstorm together, and we all learn together. And as I said, there are brilliant business opportunities purely online now. The gap between the European countries and Africa has been broken as a result of cryptocurrency as a payment gateway. So obviously there are good business opportunities online now you can have access to, and once you work it, well, the thing is, you have to be ready to work. If you are not working it, it is not going to put money in your pocket, and if you work it, it will obviously put the money you need in your pocket, and you determine your success. The rate at which you work will determine how your success is also achieved. So guys, thank you so much for watching this. See you next week, same time, Friday, and obviously we would finish this session up next week with a part 3. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your weekends, everyone.